ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರೋ ವಿಷಯ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಕಳೆದ 3 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಬಿಜೆಹಳ್ಳಿ, ಕೆಜೆಹಳ್ಳಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ನೆಟ್ಟಾರ್ ಅವರ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದರ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಂಚಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಹಿರ್ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿಯ ವಕೀಲರಾದ ತಾಹಿರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂಲಂಕುಷವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನಕರವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಸಹಕಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಬಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
As you all are aware that DJLE incident was happened in DJLE and KJLE incident was happened in year 2022. 12 August 2020 the incident was happened. 3 years has passed. In that incident, initially more than 300 people were arrested, and still more than 37 people are there inside the jail. And those are there inside the jail, they all are facing a UAPA allegations, means terror charges against them. And for that reason only most of these people not able to get a bail. Total NIA has filed a charge sheet against the 49 people, labeling terror charges against them of UAPA provisions. Out of this 49 people, 12 people got a default bail from the Honorable High Court and they are out in the bail, but still 37 people there inside the jail. And most of these 37 people were arrested in December 2020. So I just like to draw your attention, you may all be aware that initially this case was registered in DJHLE, then subsequently incident was in KJHLE, and total 73 FIR was registered in the incident of DJHLE station and in respect of KJHLE police station. In all, out of the 73 FIRs, 2 cases was entrusted to the NIA for investigation, and all other 71 investigation is done by the state police. In the 2 cases particularly, NIA has filed a charge sheet by invoking UAPA provisions against certain people. In respect of KJHLE police station, they had invoked a UAPA in respect of accused number 1 to 25, and in respect in the DJHLE case, they have invoked UAPA in respect of accused number 1 to 24. And as I am maintaining this case from the day 1, so I am aware about this, how the NIA has fabricated. Why I am saying this fabrication? The reason is that you are aware that initial investigation of 45 days was done by state police, CCP police, and during these 45 days maximum evidence was collected and many witnesses were examined, and most of the witnesses those are examined, they were the police personnel. But when NIA has filed a charge sheet in February 2021, they have not produced any of the statement which is recorded by the state police. And with a great effort, we got these 2 documents, which is the document which is handed over by the state police while transferring to the investigation to the NIA. With a great effort, after 2 years, we got these 2 documents where the complete list of document was there along with the documents. When we perused the document, we found that the way NIA has narrated the incident, particularly against those people, those are arrested in December 2020. And you all are aware they belongs to a particular party and particular section. And against all these people, NIA has fabricated the evidences to falsely implicated UAPA sections. Okay. One glaring example I will tell you. And I also presented along with my press release all the documents. All the documents I presented, so there should not be any confusion and there should not be any issue after that. See, there is one incident has happened in KG police station about the burning of Innova car. The NIA has alleged in their charge sheet that accused number 19 to 24 has committed this act of burning of Innova car. This role of NIA charge sheet, role of accused number 1924 is given there in page number 54 and 55. This is the extract of NIA charge sheet. The Innova car which was burned and investigated by NIA, it was bearing number K04 MP5959, and NIA has alleged this accused A19 to A24 actively participated in burning this Innova car. But state police has investigated the same incident in crime number 235. I have presented the FIR. You can find a FIR in page number 56. After registering this case, state police has investigated the entire matter and filed a charge sheet in month of November. Kindly note this date. State police filed a charge sheet in month of November. Charge sheet document also I have produced, and after complete investigation, state police has said that this particular car, Innova car, is burned by accused number 1, Sayyid Yasin, accused number 8, Yasir Arafat, accused number 9, Muhammad Ismail, and accused number 18, Mudassir Ahmad, son of Mukhtar Ahmad. But NIA, what NIA has done? In month of December, they have arrested this accused number 19 to 24 and labelled this charge against them. These are the people has burned the NIA car. This is one of the glaring example which any person, any layman can find out from the document by mere perusing the documents. Likewise, there is several other documents are there which NIA has deliberately concealed. One of the document which I wanted to point out, it was a video clipping by the KG police staff. This video clipping was seized by the state police while doing an investigation of the case. This particular video clip was not produced by the NIA in the charge sheet. And when we questioned this, NIA said it got destroyed in a FSL. Then with a great effort, we convinced the court. Court has finally passed the order, and after the instance of court only, we got this video clips. And there is another instance of fabrication is NIA has recorded the statement of Police Inspector Ajay Sharthi, whom they have cited CW1, who is the complainant in KGLE attack police station case, crime number 229, and CW9. Sandeep only. And this statement where according to NIA, these two witnesses has seen this accused number 19 to 18 while committing this crime. So kindly take note of it. These two witnesses are the police witnesses, and these two police witnesses' statement was also recorded by the state police, which is immediately after the incident, that is on 18th August 2020. In that statement, they have not stated anything about burning of Innova car or instance of involvement of these accused persons. If certainly they are a true witness, certainly would have given a similar statement to the state police. State police has examined 4 witnesses. The same 4 witnesses examined by the NIA also, but not even a single whisper is there in those 4 witness statement about the burning of Innova car. So why I am conducted this press conference? To bring these facts before the court, and we are bringing all these facts before the general public by the way of media, and these facts we are demonstrating in the court, and we are hopeful these facts court will appreciate and will grant a bail to this all accused. Moreover, apart from this, in respect of DJLE police station, you may be aware that when the DJLE incident was happened, there was a wide coverage. Wide coverage of the entire incident, and there is a more than 5-hour video clips are available in the charge sheet. Not even a single minute is there, or not even a single image is there, not even a single instance is there, where those people are inside the jail in respect of DJLE station, police station issue. Not even a single accused person were committing any illegal act. Moreover, they were helping the police on all these video clips. So my request to this media, to all of you, kindly cover this issue, and I have presented all the documents and inform the general public, because the 3 years has passed and we know our legal system. But I am sure justice may be delayed, but it may not be denied. So that is in respect of first incident. Now the second incident I want to bring in your notice is a Parveen Nettar murder case. You all people are aware, in 2022 and even the 2023, there is more than 8 murder incident, communal murder incident happened in the state of Karnataka. Out of this 8 murder incident, 2 incident, it was the victim of a majority community. 6 incident, victim of a minority community. Only in 2 cases, the state has invoked UAPA, terror charges, and the investigation transferred to the NIA. In all other 6 cases, I have given a detail in my press note. There I had given a detail of all the FIRs where victim were the member of minority community and the accused were the member of majority community. Forget the majority, they were a member of a communal group. And all the people got a bail in all this matter. I have presented the numbers also in my synopsis. In connection of Parveen Nettar case, you all are aware that when the incident was happened, there was no eyewitness. There was no eyewitness at all. State has conducted the investigation from 27/7/2022 to 19/8/2022. These days, State has collected the statement of several witnesses, particularly eyewitnesses. Those were close to Parveen Nettar house, they were friends. And none of these statements, they have identified any of the accused persons. But when we got the charge sheet, in the charge sheet, the NIA has fabricated the statement of all these 9 witnesses and presented them as they were the eyewitness to the incident. And with the great effort, by the order of the Honorable Trial Court, we received a list of documents which State Police handed over to NIA. When you peruse the document, we are shocked. Why I am saying we are shocked? They did not provide us the original statement, which is recorded by State Police. This statement they state, this is given in the charge sheet. When we compare the number of pages of each statement of these witnesses, we found that there is a discrepancy in terms of the number of pages. Say for example CW1, whose further statement was recorded on 37/2022. The original police report, it is mentioned that 3 pages statement is given by this witness. But when we peruse the charge sheet, it is only 2 pages. Likewise, there is a 9 instances are there, and there is another witness, Harish Kananjali, who is cited as a witness in NIA charge sheet. But his statement was not recorded by the State Police. And this is the key witness who has identified more than 7 to 8 accused persons. So these facts I want to bring before the general public and before the media, and we have already filed a complaint under section 340 before the learned trial court to take action against the erring officers. Those has fabricated this statement. They not only defrauded with the court but also with the victim as well as the accused person. So this is the summary of my press conference. I have given you the entire material for whatever I submitted, and I am sure that these are the materials will be very handy for the accused person to receive any relief. So I am open for taking any questions regarding these issues, and I am ready to answer in Kannada as well as English and Hindi.